Utter poverty forces this broke loser Lin Yu to take a dangerous job as a cremation worker at a high-risk crematorium. But during his work, he unexpectedly unlocks the soul-devouring system. By absorbing the souls of warriors and monsters that are cremated there, he can obtain their memories and abilities. This allows him to gain body-tempering techniques and combat skills far beyond ordinary humans. With these newfound powers, he begins to rewrite his fate and carve his own path to godhood. At King Tang Academy, a small group of students were shouting. One of them says, "Say that again, you little brat." Another says, "Give my sister's medicine back to me." He says his sister isn't exceptionally gifted, so how could she have gotten into King Tang Academy? Then the bully Zong says, "Didn't you want this medicine?" as he comes close to him. And then he drops the medicine, saying, "Come and get it." As the medicine falls, Lin Yu immediately runs toward it, saying, "Don't," but it drops on the ground and breaks. After seeing this, Lin Yu's heart also breaks. Then the bully grabs him by the collar and throws him onto the ground, saying trash belongs in the dumpster. Suddenly, someone says the teacher is heading to the classroom. Bully Zong says, "What?" and then they all leave. A lackey says trash should just be kept with trash, and then they start leaving. Lin Yu thinks that was the nutrient solution to maintain his sister's health. And now he can only work overtime to earn money to buy a new one. Zong Yang Zhaoli, he says, "Just wait, I'll definitely make you pay for this." Then suddenly, a hand reaches out to him. It is Lin Xin, a high school senior at King Tang Academy. She says, "Lin Yu, are you okay?" and immediately helps him get up. Lin Yu says he's fine and thanks her for bailing him out. Lin Xin says that's good and suggests they go back together. Then suddenly, a voice calls out asking if Lin Yu is trying to skip work and why he hasn't shown up for his shift yet when it's already so late. He immediately says he'll be right there and rushes off, leaving Lin Xin standing there silently watching him. Then on his bicycle, he rides while thinking that, in the year 4832 of the old century, a cataclysm struck the world and corruption descended. As humanity faced this crisis, physical bodies began to break through their original limits, developing supernatural abilities. These people were called warriors, receiving the highest respect and privileges, and they went to the front lines to defend humanity. Time officially entered year 1 of the High Martial Era. Humanity discovered that not even death could rid them of the corruption. Instead, they would be reduced to mindless walking corpses driven only by bloodlust, which people called reanimated corpses. And today, the only known method to combat the corruption and the reanimated corpses is exclusively incineration. And his part-time job after school every day is to come to the crematorium and incinerate the bodies brought back from the front lines. After reaching his place of work, he immediately gets off the bike and thinks that his sister's nutrient pod subscription is almost up. He must earn enough to pay 200,000 before the end of the month. He thinks that his sister is different from him. As soon as she entered her sophomore year, her vitality broke 10,000, and she even possesses the ultra-rare psychokinesis talent. But on their 17th birthday, his sister inexplicably fell into a coma and hasn't woken up since. He thinks he was born with zero talent. In the past, his sister always protected him, and now he has to take good care of her. He earns 20,000 for each corpse he incinerates. With today's money, he plans to first replace the broken medicine, and after incinerating 10 more, he'll have enough money for the nutrient pod. Then after he burns a bit more, suddenly an aura strikes him and he starts screaming. Then he thinks that every corpse brought here carries corruption, and the slightest misstep could lead to a violent death or turning into a monster. This is also why the job pays highly, but few people are willing to do it. But this time, things are happening a bit differently. Lin Yu says this situation has never happened before and wonders what that is. As that black substance starts coming out, it begins entering his head. Lin Yun says what's going on and wonders why his whole body feels so comfortable. And then, as the black substance keeps going into his head, he starts seeing something. Commander asks Li Yong what he's going to do after graduation. Li Yong says it's obvious and that he's definitely joining the army. Then, after he joins, his commander congratulates him on becoming a member of the new recruit company of the 38th Army Special Operations Brigade and assigns him the ID number HX01861121. Li Yong responds that he will absolutely not let the country and the people down. During training, the trainer says bleed less in battle by sweating more in training, and that only by continuously pushing vitality can one be forged, and only by breaking through the body's limits can one further stimulate its potential. Hearing this, Liang keeps training hard. Then the front defensive line is torn open by alien beasts. A radio reports that Hill 301 could fall at any moment. Liang shouts to kill the alien beasts and defend their home and country, and he keeps fighting. As all of this is happening, Lin Yun sees a bar moving forward that says soul gauging system loading. He wonders if he just saw the past of a deceased warrior. Then a system notification says the soul devouring system has been activated. Immediately, a monster starts growling, and another notification says analyzing and loading. Lin Yun wonders what the soul devouring system is. Then a beast in chains starts coming toward him. Lin Yun realizes that a level 1 elite beast has reanimated. But the beast gets too close and is about to bite him. He tries to stop it, but even the chains are not able to hold it back. Then the system tells him that he has read the soul memory of level 1 warrior Liang and asks him to choose one of the following abilities to cultivate: Immortal Will, Basic Military Martial Arts, or Ambitious Spirit. While struggling against the monster, Lin Yun immediately chooses Basic Military Martial Arts. Suddenly, the monster breaks free as the chains snap. Then a voice tells him to use actual combat to increase the proficiency of the skill. And then, as the monster breaks its restraint, it is about to pounce on Lin Jun, who quickly moves out of the way. He thinks that it feels like a surge of power has been infused into his body, and even his vision is clearer now. He can see the jackal hound's movements clearly. As a black aura surrounds both him and the monster, he once again dodges another attack. Lin Jun says that was close. Then he thinks that this must be the military martial arts from the memory, and his body is actually reacting to combat naturally, just like he saw Liang do. The beast charges at him again, but this time Lin Jun counters and strikes the monster, throwing it away. Then he wonders when he became this strong. As the monster lies unconscious on the ground, he starts thinking if this is because of the soul devouring system. A notification appears saying Basic Military Martial Arts Level 1, Progress 10%, enhances physical stamina by 10%, and allows insight into the opponent's weak points. Lin Yun says he never expected to have such a miraculous encounter and calls it too heaven-defying. But he still wonders why this situation happened. He looks at his hands and thinks that it might be because of that blue light spot from earlier. Then another notification appears saying a corpse has been detected nearby and that soul devouring is available. He notices the jackal hound's corpse right there and says he might as well try it again. Then he stretches his hand forward to test it. Lin Yun puts a box down and says thank you, rest in peace. Then he walks over to the jackal monster and feels that the same thing happened just now when he was incinerating the corpse, so this time it should happen again. As he is about to touch it, he suddenly feels a lot of black aura all around him. He wonders what this is. The aura surrounds him and his eyes start glowing yellow. He feels something strange in his head and begins to see the monster's memories as well. The beast is roaring, thinking that it is hungry, so hungry, and wants to eat humans. It feels like it is never enough and that it needs to eat more. It keeps fighting humans to satisfy its hunger. These memories are dark, and even Lin Yun struggles to process them. He thinks that those must have been the memories of the alien beast when it was alive, and realizes that the warriors at the border have to deal with so many monsters every day. Then the system notification appears, saying that the soul memory of a level 1 alien beast, Jackal Hound, has been read, and asks the host to select one of the following abilities to cultivate: Claw Skill, Devour Technique, or Chaos Consciousness. Lin Yun thinks that the light spots that appeared when incinerating the corpses were just the trigger to unlock the soul devouring system. From now on, simply coming into contact with a corpse will allow him to devour and read its soul memory. He considers the options, thinking about Claw Skill and Devour Technique. He worries that if the Devour Technique involves eating people, he won't be able to handle it. So he decides to go with the Claw Skill that he just witnessed in actual combat. He selects Claw Skill, and immediately a surge of information flows into him as his hand begins transforming into a claw. A voice explains that the Claw Skill can switch to Claw State during combat. Another notification appears showing Basic Military Martial Arts Level 1 with 10% progress, enhancing physical stamina by 10% and allowing him to perceive the opponent's weak points, along with Claws Level 1 at 0% progress, enhancing hand attacks and causing laceration damage to enemies. Lin Yun looks at his hands and says that being able to turn them into claws to attack is too cool. Then the system notifies him that the Soul Devour skill is on cooldown and will be available again in 12 hours. Lin Yun realizes that there is actually a cooldown limit and says he needs to study this properly. So he starts exploring the system, and another notification appears showing military martial arts can be absorbed. Then Lin Yun says that during the fight just now, the system prompted that a skills proficiency can be increased through use. He wonders if this absorb function could mean absorbing the same skill to stack them, and thinks he'll have to try it out when he gets the chance later. He also notices that the system itself has levels, which means it can be upgraded, but there's no indication of how to do so. He decides it's better to focus on what he can grasp right now and figure out how to upgrade the system later. He thinks that military martial arts felt very practical in combat just now, so he should take this opportunity to increase its proficiency first. Then he recalls the memories he saw and starts practicing exactly the way he witnessed in them. As he continues, he thinks that the movements become harder toward the end and are simply impossible for ordinary students to perform. But he realizes that he has inherited much of Li Yang's body forging technique. Even though doing it once is a bit difficult, it feels like he has practiced it countless times. After a long session, he lets out a breath and says that this military martial arts is much harder than the body forging technique taught at school. Just doing it once made him tired, but his vitality seems to flow more smoothly and feels more concentrated. He decides to go again and continues practicing. The next day, a voice calls out Lin Yu's name repeatedly. He snaps back to attention and realizes it's the teacher. The teacher scolds him, asking if his parents sent him to school just to sleep. He points out that there are only 2 months left until the college entrance exam, and with Lin Yu's current vitality, he won't even make it into a university. He even mocks that he might end up moving bricks at a construction site. Another student laughs and adds that with his vitality, they wouldn't even want him to move bricks. Lin Yu apologizes, saying he was wrong. The teacher dismisses the class but internally sighs, wondering why Lin Yu won't try harder and thinking what a pity it is. Lin Yu reflects that he got more and more excited while practicing last night and accidentally trained military martial arts all night without any sleep. But even then, the proficiency only increased to 11%, which feels too slow. He concludes that actual combat must be more effective for increasing proficiency and starts wondering how the absorb function would work. A guy walks up and says that their young master Lin hasn't slept enough yet. He mocks him, saying that since he can't become a warrior anyway, he might as well drop out and take his vegetative sister out begging. At least then he could earn some money. After hearing this, someone thinks that Lin Yu seems to give off a different feeling now. Then Lin Shin arrives and says that Jao Li is going too far with what he's saying. Jao Li tells Lin Shin that it's none of her business and to go cool off somewhere else. Lin Yu says they should stay away from him so they don't catch his stupidity and starts to leave. Lin Shin watches him and wonders why it feels like Lin Yu has become more handsome and that even his physique looks better. Jao Li mocks him again, saying that he's just a coward who's afraid of getting beaten, so he talks tough and runs away. Hearing this, Lin Yu suddenly stops, turns around, and says that since Jao Li wants to get beaten so badly, they should go to the martial arts room for a match. A student behind them snickers and says that Jao Li's vitality is 2.7, which is already at the level of a quasi-warrior, and that the school has even given him special combat training. Another student adds that a piece of trash who only knows how to sleep shouldn't provoke others, and when he gets crippled, it will just look like a deliberate attempt to extort money. But Lin Yu calmly says that it's free sparring at your own risk. Everyone in the school starts talking. One says to hurry up because they heard some high school seniors are going to spar in the martial arts room. Another says it's been a long time since they've seen a spar, and it's going to be a good show to watch. Everyone rushes over excitedly, and soon Zhang Li and Lin Yu are standing facing each other. One of Zhang's lackeys says that Xiao Li's vitality is much higher, and that he should just end the fight with one punch. Zhang Shaoli says that since Brother Zhang isn't here today, he'll teach Lin Yu a lesson in his place. He adds that he has taken the school's special combat training for high vitality students and will use a piece of trash like Lin Yu to test the results and establish his dominance. Lin Yu calls him a posturing lapdog. Suddenly, a punch comes straight toward Lin Yu's face as Zhang Shaoli angrily says how dare he boast so shamelessly. But Lin Yu isn't scared, not even a little. Lin Shen, watching from the side, feels worried and calls out to Lin Yu. In the next moment, Lin Yu catches Zhang Shaoli's punch and says that he already told him he would make Zhang Yang and him regret it. Zhang Shaoli starts panicking, thinking how this is even possible, and how someone with only 0.62 vitality could be stronger than him. Before he can react, Lin Yu punches and kicks him, sending him flying. He touches his mouth and realizes a tooth has been knocked out. Lin Yu warns him that if he ever dares to insult his sister again, it won't be as simple as losing just one tooth. Then he picks up his bag and starts leaving. Zhang Shaoli is still in shock, unable to believe what just happened. Suddenly, he grabs a weapon and charges at Lin Yu from behind, shouting for him to go to hell as he swings. Lin Yu turns back, activates his claw skill, and his hand transforms, instantly frightening Zhang Shaoli. He drops down in fear. Lin Yu calmly asks if he still wants to continue. The surrounding students are stunned. One of them wonders what that was and how his hand suddenly turned into a claw. Lin Shin says it's too cool and that with something like that, who even needs a weapon? Another student speculates that he might have been corrupted, since it doesn't look like a skill a normal human would have. Zhang Shaoli, still on the ground, struggles to speak, but Lin Yu ignores him and walks away. Before leaving, Zhang Shaoli shouts that he should just wait, because Brother Zhang will definitely not let him off. Lin Yu replies that he'll be waiting as he walks out the door. Later, back at the crematorium, Lin Yu notes that the 12-hour cooldown for the Soul Devour skill has passed, meaning he can continue absorbing new skills. He wonders what new gains he'll have today. But then another figure is there as well, and he tells Lin Yu that he doesn't even know to greet him when he sees him. He complains that kids nowadays have no tact at all and reminds him that he got this job thanks to him, yet he doesn't even show any gratitude. Lin Yu thinks that the man only hired him because he couldn't find anyone else, and that if it weren't for the good pay, he wouldn't keep working under him. The man then tells him that another large batch of corpses has just been sent over for cremation today and orders him to hurry up and get to work without slacking off. Lin Yu immediately gets to work and notices that there are quite a lot of bodies this time. He thinks that lately the number of soldiers being sent here has been increasing. From the Jackal's memory yesterday, there seemed to be a scene of the frontline defenses being breached. He wonders if the borders are in imminent danger, but then questions how that could be possible, since the news would definitely report it if it were true. No matter what, he decides he needs to improve his strength as quickly as possible. He prepares to use his ability, first apologizing softly, and then activates the black aura. As he does, he notices that one of the soldiers' uniforms looks very similar to Li Yang's and thinks that maybe it could grant the military combat art skill again. After a moment, he exhales, and a notification appears stating that he has read the soul memory of first-class soldier Wang Muyang. He is prompted to choose one of the following abilities to cultivate: military combat art, corrupted team badge, or courage to perish together. He immediately chooses military combat art and thinks that observation is one of the methods to increase proficiency, so he'll analyze the results this time. Then he says to display his personal details. The system shows that his beginner military combat art has reached level 2 at 10% progress. It now enhances his baseline physical fitness by 20%, allows him to perceive the opponent's weak points, and even lets him anticipate an opponent's attack by half a second in advance. Seeing this, Lin Yu realizes that absorbing the same skill can directly upgrade it. Then he thinks that if that's the case, he might be able to max out the skills level very quickly. Then a notification says that the Soul Devour skill is on cooldown and can be used again after 12 hours. Lin Yu realizes he forgot that the ultimate skill has a cooldown and can't be used continuously. He decides he should finish his work first and then continue improving his military combat art proficiency. So he starts handling the corpses one by one. At the front line, a few workers handling the bodies warn each other to be careful, saying that if the cervical vertebrae are completely broken and only skin and flesh are holding the neck together, they shouldn't tear it apart. Another worker responds that it's fine and says transport vehicle number 1 is fully loaded and ready to go. The vehicle starts moving, but inside it, a red eye suddenly opens. Someone inside is still struggling. Meanwhile, back at school, a group of bullies surrounds Lin Shin. One of them says he'll say this one last time and tells her to pass a message to Lin Yu to meet at the sports field after school. He claims they won't hit him and will just make him kneel and apologize to Zhao Li, and then they'll call it even. He threatens that if she refuses, she might not be walking out of the corridor today. Lin Shin, though worried, firmly says that it's impossible. She argues that Zhao Li attacked first and that they were the ones bullying others, while Lin Yu did nothing wrong. Zhao Li, standing nearby, angrily says there's no point wasting time talking to her. He accuses her of being in cahoots with Lin Yu and even claims that she was laughing when Lin Yu beat him. Lin Shin denies it, saying he's spouting nonsense and that she did no such thing. Suddenly, one of the lackeys snatches her book. She panics and demands that he give it back. The lackey mocks her, asking why she's so nervous and suggesting that she prepared it for Lin Yu. He continues acting rudely, telling her to behave, while Zhao Li grabs hold of her. Another lackey flips through the book and mocks the highlighted points and detailed notes, sarcastically praising her dedication. He then sneers that no matter how much she helps, trash will always remain trash. With that, he starts tearing the book apart. Lin Shin is devastated and shouts for him to stop, but he ignores her and completely rips the book to pieces. Zhao Li laughs and says that this is what she gets for being a busybody, and now she should understand what happens when she helps the wrong person. Lin Shin is really sad, but then the guy even starts stepping on the torn pages, making an even bigger mess. He says to let her go, that it's just a notebook, and she's already crying over it. Lin Shin can't hold back her tears anymore. Then Zhang steps closer and tells her that pleasing him is far more valuable than hanging around with trash. Lin Shin bites his finger and tells him to get lost. Zhang immediately slaps her, calling her an unappreciative wretch. Zhao Li praises him, saying it was a good hit and that her daring to bite him shows complete disrespect. Lin Shin falls to the ground, helpless, thinking that she spent half a month preparing those notes for Lin Yu. She crawls forward, trying to gather the pages that are still intact, thinking she absolutely cannot let them destroy everything. Zhang coldly says she doesn't know what's good for her. He grabs her by the neck and slams her against the wall, telling her that this is the gap in vitality between them. He boasts that his strength and speed are #1 in the whole school, and that resisting will only bring her more suffering. He adds that since she likes getting physical, he'll teach her a lesson she won't forget. Lin Shun is crying desperately, hoping someone will help, but no one steps in. Zhang orders the others to attack together, saying that even if something happens to her, he'll take responsibility. One of the lackeys steps forward, saying this is what happens when you go against Brother Zhang. But just as he's about to land a punch, a hand suddenly grabs it mid-air. It's Lin Yu. He calmly says that 4 people ganging up on one girl is shameless. Lin Shin quickly tells him that she's fine and urges him to leave, not to get into a conflict with them. But Lin Yu tightens his grip on the guy's hand, making him scream in pain. Zhang walks forward and says that Lin Yu finally decided to show up, and that it saves him the trouble of going to find him. Lin Yu then releases the guy's hand. A torn page is shown, with the words "Key points for warrior assessment." Lin Yu, do your best. Lin Yu looks at it and coldly says that he'll just treat it as wild dogs going crazy and tearing up the notes. Then Zhang calls him trash and says he talks a big game. But before he can finish, Lin Yu lands a heavy punch on him and says he will never forgive them for daring to hit Lin Shun. Zhang quickly regains his balance. Lin Yu, as a black aura starts emanating from him, repeats that he will return the humiliation twofold. The surrounding students are shocked. One of them wonders if Lin Yu has gone crazy, daring to speak to Zhang Yang like that. Another says he already hit Zhao Li yesterday, and now he wants to go after Zhang Yang too. Zhao Li shouts for Zhang to beat him to death. Zhang activates his ability and says it's interesting, asking how he never noticed Lin Yu had so much backbone before. He adds that dealing with him right here would be letting him off too easily. Then Zhang proposes a public duel 3 days later at the central training ground. He says that if Lin Yu wins, he will apologize, compensate him, and promise not to trouble him again. But if Lin Yu loses, he must kneel in front of the whole school, admit he is trash, and drop out voluntarily. He throws forward a paper labeled King, the Academy Public Duel application form. The crowd reacts immediately. One says that a public duel means the entire school will be watching. Another says Zhang Yang is trying to completely destroy Lin Yu. Someone else says Lin Yu is finished for being so arrogant. Lin Shin urges him not to accept, reminding him that his sister is still waiting for him to take care of her. Another student advises him to forget it, saying dropping out is not a joke. A girl points out that Zhang Yang's vitality is 3.5 while Lin Yu's isn't even 1, and the gap is simply too large. Zhao Li mocks him, saying that if he's scared, he should just admit it, kneel down, and kowtow 3 times, and maybe Zhang will show mercy. Another lackey sneers that trash is just trash and should stop pretending to be tough. But Lin Yu steps forward, grabs the form, and says he accepts, with one condition. As he signs it, he declares that the entire duel must be recorded and broadcast publicly. He finishes signing, throws the paper back at Zhang, and says that not only 3 days from now, but he wants everyone to see it clearly forever. Zhang catches the paper, and Lin Yu continues speaking. At the crematorium, Lin Yu is working again, but this time 2 new workers have shown up. Lin Yu thinks that over these 3 days, he must do his best to refine his basic military martial arts or absorb new skills. He has to win the match in 3 days. The manager says that the batch they need to process today was sent over because Crematorium 1 couldn't handle it all. Lin Yu realizes that Crematorium 1 is the place that processes the corpses of more powerful alien beasts. One of the new guys flatters the manager, saying that the influx of corpses just proves how capable their crematorium is and that it's all thanks to Manager Wang's excellent leadership. Manager Wang praises him, saying he's a teachable kid and that his vitality is currently the highest among them. He tells him to work hard and promises he won't be treated poorly. Then Wang looks at Lin Yu and scolds him for standing around, asking if he still wants to get paid and telling him to hurry back to work. Lin Yu says he's going right away. As he walks off, he thinks that this old geezer changes his attitude faster than flipping a book. In Incineration Room 7, the new worker notices the large number of alien beast corpses and says no wonder there are so many, realizing he'll have to work overtime. But as he starts working, he suddenly feels a black aura. The beast is still alive. It attacks him and he starts screaming, but the monster grabs him and drags him away. Back in Incineration Room 6, Lin Yu hears something and wonders if it was someone screaming. But everything is quiet again, so he assumes he must have imagined it and goes back to work. Looking at the corpses, he notes that they are all alien beasts today. He thinks that it means he won't be able to refine his military martial arts, but fewer human casualties at the front line is still a good thing. Then he notices something strange. He wonders if the tail was that color before. He looks closer and realizes the color of the scales is changing. Suddenly, the monster opens its jaws wide and lunges at him. Thanks to his training, Lin Yu reacts instantly and dodges the attack. The creature turns back toward him, then suddenly disappears. Lin Yu is shocked. He realizes it didn't crawl out. It was camouflaged as rotting flesh the whole time. He understands that monsters can sneak in using this method, and if he doesn't do something, this entire place will turn into hell. He closes his eyes and sharpens all his senses, relying on the insight from his military martial arts to find the flaw. He concentrates deeply, then suddenly says he's found it, grabbing a weapon and throwing it toward the spot where he feels the disturbance in energy. Immediately, the monster reveals itself. A voice shouts to get out here, and the beast pounces on him. But this time Lin Yu is ready. He activates his claws and strikes back, thinking that as long as it isn't corrupted, he can handle it. Thanks to his level 2 military martial arts, he can anticipate its attack path, and the hit he takes is only a light scratch. Then an announcement echoes through the facility, warning that phantom stealth beasts have appeared in rooms 3, 7, 14, and 15, and ordering everyone to evacuate immediately to the central safe room and await military rescue. Lin Yu realizes there are monsters in other incineration rooms too. A shutter opens nearby, and Lin Yu quickly hides, observing carefully. He notes that there are no obvious supernatural fluctuations and decides it should be safe to move. But then he realizes that the scream he heard earlier must have come from one of these attacks. As he moves forward, he wonders how many alien beasts have snuck in. Soon, he sees Manager Wang and others running in panic, with monsters chasing right behind them. Wang shouts for help. Lin Yu recognizes him and decides that saving them is more important. He throws a weapon, hitting one of the monsters, and tells them to hurry into the safe room. He helps guide them forward, but the beasts are still closing in. Lin Yu thinks he isn't confident he can handle so many monsters at once yet, so it's safer to reach the safe zone and wait for rescue. As they run, suddenly someone shoves him from behind, pushing him toward the monsters. It's Wang, who coldly says that covering the rear is all someone like him is good for. Lin Yu curses under his breath as the monster grabs him. He fights back, kicking it away, thinking that with the beast's camouflage ability, even a moment of carelessness can be fatal. Meanwhile, the others reach the safe room door. Wang orders them to forget about Lin Yu and close the door immediately. They obey, shutting the door without waiting. Lin Yu runs toward it as fast as he can, shouting for them to wait, but by the time he reaches it, the door is already sealed shut. He calls out again, but it's too late. With the monsters right behind him and no way inside, Lin Yu realizes he's in serious trouble.